Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. On Friday, Sifuna officially unveiled the official website for Linda Mwananchi. And within no time, thousands and thousands of Kenyans flooded that website. And yesterday, Kenyans were shocked when Sifuna officially announced that the website was being suspended. Why do you think Sifuna and the group decided to suspend that website? Because initially, Kenyans started experiencing a lot of problem trying to access it. They thought maybe the traffic was too much for the website to handle. But this is what Sifuna posted, announcing the suspension of that website. Because in this video, I want to reveal to you guys what you don't know about why this website was suspended. This is what Sifuna posted. What a start. LindaMwananchi.com went live yesterday and thousands of you signed up. That's the energy we need. On behalf of the entire team, we thank you so much. Expectedly, there were thousands of malicious attacks on the website, as well as hundreds of positive feedback on how we can improve. We have taken the site offline to address the issues and incorporate your ideas. We ask for your patience kidogo to have a good weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think this website was taken down by Sifuna and the group? According to this statement, hacking and probably positive feedback. But now let me give you the real story why it was taken down. Number one, there was serious breach of security. For those who attempted to register, you are paying 10 bob, then you proceed to register. You are leaving your details there. Name, email, phone number, and the rest. Then Kenyans realized after some time that their informations were being shared elsewhere. So there was a loophole. There was some security gaps in this website. So I think by the time it was being brought down, I think close to 200,000 people had signed in. All those guys, their personal details were actually breached. These guys did not put measures to protect those personal details. So it reached a point where some people were able to hack and gain access to very sensitive details, like for example, your number, your ID. So the government today are able to know how many people were registered there. Where are they coming from? That's something which these guys least expected. I think the developers moved very fast, but did not check the security. That's the main one. Because with those details outside there, anybody can now go to court. And that's what Sifuna fears most. Because he's a lawyer. Anybody can go to court and talk about the breach of his personal information. Number two, there's the fear that the government interfered with the system, probably hacked it. But that's not the real thing. The government probably interfered with it. But the biggest fear they have is that who are the real faces behind this website? Because we know Kenya. There's no way Linda Mwananchi movement could run all those weeks without someone registering the email address. So that if you were to check LindaMwananchi.com, already taken. The government is good at that. So these guys realized later that, we could also be playing in the hands of the government. that some operative within the government became so good, developed a website and handed it over to us. Then from there, they were able now to mine data. They were able to know how many people are signing in, what's their contacts, how are they. I mean, in short, there was serious fear that the whole idea behind this website probably was not the Linda Mwananchi. The NIS engineered the formation of it, were controlling it, and therefore they realized. And because, sometimes they must mask some of these things, they told them, okay, please pull it down. So these guys also just pull it down. So let us wait and see whether they will be told to bring it up again. So that was another fear. The fear that the government took control. Because assuming this website went the way it was going, and 1 million or 2 million people registered, the government had all their contacts. So it was now easy to even target, it was easy to map. The government was now then going to make it even easy to understand. They could even come up with other questions later. What do you think William Ruto is doing bad that we should vote him out? Then you list. Then for them, they'll be analyzing that data and trying to fix. So that was another biggest fear. Number 3, I want to ask you a question. How many people accessed this website? How many? Let us talk of numbers. He said Gen Zs are able to vote. Let us talk of numbers. By the time this website was being brought down, how many people had registered? It was 10 bob. So how much had these guys collected? Is that amount of money enough to help with the campaigns? Because you see, you are saying, okay, these are the number of people who have registered. You have to register with some 10 bob. Yeah? How many? How much? So there was the fear that it was going to expose this group as lacking the numbers. Because by the time this website was being brought down, less than 200,000 people had registered. You see, if something is going viral, shared by the SG himself, Sifuna, and the rage against Kenyans were expected just to 1 million. It didn't. And then it started slowing down. So it was going to expose the lack of numbers. And that's why it had to be brought down. And importantly, you see, there's a narrative in Kenya today that the Gen Zs are not the real voters. That this group is elitist. The other group is on the ground. For them, they're online. Yeah? So everything was public. Number of people signing up. Their details. Yeah? So someone was able now to even construct the thinking that, the whole idea of the website is to advance the elitist agenda. No mama mboga. Because you had to access it either through a computer or even through a screenshot, a phone like this. No USSD. Wouldn't access it offline. So it projected that image. So I think even the membership of Linda Mwananchi had not sat down to agree on the best way. And importantly, who was behind this website? Was it fully owned by, say, Sifuna, Misi, or let's say Babu Wino? Yeah? And why are they forming a website? Why should Edwin Sifuna form a website? When ODM is there. He's not promoting. He has never shared ODM page. So they were getting a lot of backlash. some of those questions because there's the energy, because there's the NDC. So how do you justify that there is ODM, but you are promoting another website? You get it? So you want to claim to be the SG of ODM. But again, you are the one selling the agenda of another political party. So it was going to be an excuse to expel Sifuna from the group. I mean, from ODM party. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.